Hey everybody, Jim here. I hope you are having a good Sunday, a good weekend. We're actually in the final weekend of April, moving into the month of May, and we are still kind of in our holding pattern of what we're doing with your school and with work and with church, and we don't have a whole lot of answers for what's going to be happening in the next few weeks. Hopefully by maybe this Wednesday, we'll be able to kind of give you a better idea of what we can be doing when it comes to Sunday morning and meeting together for youth group on that day and getting together in small groups and things like that. So for right now, we're just gonna kind of continue on what we're doing. I hope you are doing well. I've had a chance to connect with a few of you in doing some different stuff, and it's been fun to see faces and to talk to people and to actually get uh, some human interaction outside of people that you're family with, and it was good for my soul to be able to do that. I really I love being around you, and I love being around people, and it's tough to have to kind of live life this way. So hopefully, God willing, we'll be able to move on and be able to get together and begin studying and worshiping and fellowshipping face to face. But I want to kind of introduce something new to you guys this week. I know we've been going through the Bible Project, and I want to be continue doing that. We're going to finish up with the book of Deuteronomy on this Wednesday. Just kind of close out the Torah series, and then we'll be moving into the book by book overview that the Bible Project puts out. And obviously, if we're going to be finishing up Deuteronomy, we're going to be moving into the book of Joshua. But I came across a resource recently, and I think it would be fun for us to be able to sit down and to watch them and to discuss them, whether it's just over chat or within your family, because this is a great resource for your family as well. It's a great thing that you can be able to do and sit down and talk about with the people that you know. And probably some of you have been able to see it already, and it is called The Chosen. And what it is, it's a story of the life of Christ in kind of the Netflix episodic way that they do things. And I've been through the first series. It's 8 episodes, and I got to tell you, as it comes to productions that Christians put out, it is really good. It's really high quality stuff, and it stays really true to the foundational principles of the scripture, but it adds a dramatic element into it, and they take some liberties that you would necessarily need to take if you're going to try to build the lives of people that the only information you have about them really is 4 small books within the New Testament. And one of the reasons I really like it, not and obviously it tells the story of Jesus, and I think you all know how much I love being able to talk about Jesus and understand Jesus and get into the life of Jesus, and it's fantastic in that way. But it gives kind of a depth of information for the people who Jesus dealt with in his life. We can kind of get in our ideas in our minds some ideas about people, but we don't know much about them, and we don't understand them really within the context of the world that they lived in either. And it's really encouraging for me to be able to kind of see people like Peter and Andrew, James and John, and the different followers of Christ, and with a human element, more of a human element packed into them, and giving some ideas and some reasoning for why they do the things that they do. And it reminds me of a passage from the book of Hebrews. And if you're familiar with the book of Hebrews, you have Hebrews chapter 11, which is the the Hall of Faith, right? And it goes through the lives of these people who lived lives of faith, but it goes on to say that they were people just like us, right? And they weren't justified because of what they did, but they justified on who on their belief in God and in His promises. And following that, you come to chapter 12, and chapter 12 verses 1, it has this great passage, and it says, "Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles, and let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us." And in some ways, when you take a look at the life of the disciples, and you begin to understand them a little bit better, and it works as that cloud of witnesses as well. It is like a New Testament cloud of witnesses, and it's super encouraging to know that these were broken, flawed, imperfect people, and we know that in our minds, right? We would obviously say that they're not perfect people, but sometimes there's a thing about having like head knowledge and then like having heart knowledge, and really taking it into what you know, and the way that it processes, and the way you actually live your life, and the way that you understand things. And these people really work like a cloud of witnesses, knowing that they weren't perfect, but Jesus called them anyways, and Jesus gave them a purpose, and Jesus gave them a plan, Jesus gave them a mission. And you're not any different. You aren't perfect. You are flawed. You have issues, but God called you. God has given you a purpose. God has given you a mission, and it's different for everybody. And so I want to be able to sit down and give you the resources available, be able to watch this video, these episodes, once a week, and then we can come back here on our Sunday time, and until the time that we can start getting to get back together on Sundays, and really look into the lives of these people. And when you watch it, there's a thing talking about how it's crowdsourced and everything, and how somebody funded somebody else to be able to pay for it. And so what I've gone ahead and done is I've purchased the first season of this series, and so you don't have to worry about paying for it or do anything. I've taken care of all of that for everybody in our youth group. So all you have to do is go on there, click the play button on episode 1, and go ahead and watch that. So I just encourage you to get into this series, really try to understand where it's coming from. And if you're kind of questioning like who these people are and the characters behind them, I challenge you to get into some scripture, and try to research it yourself. And I'll come on Sundays and kind of give my insight and into my understanding of the background of what the people are doing, and what is happening, and try to give some encouragement as well. So it's called The Chosen. There'll be a link for you to be able to download it to your phone, or to bring it up onto your computer, so that you can be able to partake in that. So that's it for what we're going to be doing on Sundays. Like I said, on Wednesdays we'll be continuing on. We'll study the book of Deuteronomy this next Wednesday, and I just hope that you guys are doing well. It's getting close to the longest spring break that you'll ever experience, straight into summer break. And I just want to give you the encouragement again. If you need to chat, you need to talk to somebody, you've got questions, you've got some assignment that you need completed in school, and I can help you in that in any way that I can, I'd be more than happy to do it. So God bless you guys, and we will see you on Wednesday. All right. Have a good week. Bye.